lambda dash beta for the model y is equal to x beta plus epsilon, where expectation of epsilon is 0 and variance of epsilon is sigma square in, to be estimable is that lambda dash is a linear combination of rows vector of x. Now we will see the another condition. There are two necessary and sufficient condition. Another condition is necessary and sufficient condition for estimability of parametric function lambda dash beta for the model 2.1. What is the model 2.1? It is a y is equal to x beta plus epsilon, where y is observed, x is fixed, beta is a vector of parameters, epsilon is a vector of random errors, and expected value of epsilon is 0 and variance of epsilon is sigma square in. Is, so what is the necessary and sufficient condition for estimability of parametric function lambda dash beta? Is lambda dash equal to lambda dash h, where h is equal to s bar s and s is equal to x dash x. So we will prove this theorem. Proof. We know that what we know, sh. What is h? H is equal to s bar s. So we know that S bar is a G inverse of a S. So it is nothing but, what will you get? It is a S matrix. So therefore, can I write S minus SH equal to 0? This SH I am taking this side, S minus SH equal to 0. Okay. And what can I write S equal to? This is x dash x minus x dash xh equal to 0. Can I take x dash outside? So I can write x minus xh equal to 0. If I am pre-multiplying the quantity by I minus h transpose in the both the side, so if you multiply 0 by I minus h, it is also a 0. And if you take this x side inside of this I minus h transpose, so because it is a transpose, this x can be written like that, xh x transpose x minus h xh is equal to 0. Why? Because we know that A transpose A, Z transpose is equal to, or not A transpose, let us AB transpose is equal to B transpose A transpose. So that's why this A transpose, when you're writing together, it comes in the pre-multiply. So this is a quadratic form, which implies this form becomes the 0 if and only if this individual quantity is 0. So which implies x equal to xh. So this we know, Why? Because we know that S bar is a G inverse of S, and therefore SH equal to S, and by solving this we get that X equal to XH. Now, what is the necessary and sufficient condition? It has been given. The necessary and sufficient condition for parameters, sorry, not parameter, parametric function lambda dash beta is, what is that? We have already proved the theorem. The necessary and sufficient condition for parametric function lambda dash beta is to be estimable is lambda dash is a function of rows of a x, or it is a linear combination of a row vector of x. So that is lambda dash equal to u dash x. That we know. But what is x? Therefore, can I write lambda dash equal to u dash x is equal to, or okay, let us say lambda dash h equal to, so what is the lambda dash? Lambda dash equal to, you can write u dash x h, but what is the, we have proved xh equal to x, so it is a u dash x, and what is u dash x? It is a lambda dash. So what is the another condition for the lambda dash beta to be estimable? It is a lambda dash equal to lambda dash h. Hence, necessary part. Now, conversely, it is given that what is given? It is given that lambda dash equal to lambda dash h. So therefore, lambda dash equal to, we know that lambda dash h, but what is h? H can be s bar s, and what is the s? It is a x dash x. So if we can write it as a u dash equal to x, where u dash is equal to lambda dash s bar x, because we know that x is known, s bar is known, lambda dash is known. So of course, if you multiply, you will get u dash. So this is nothing but the lambda dash equal to u dash x. And what is that? Which is a condition for lambda dash beta is to be estimable. So hence, the sufficient part okay, and the result. So what is the result? Lambda dash beta is estimable if you can write lambda dash equal to lambda dash h. So earlier the problem is that we are not in that position to obtain the unique estimate of beta. Why? Because the rank of x dash x is not full rank. So therefore the question was that are we in that position to obtain the unique estimate of the lambda dash beta which is to be estimable? So now the question is that how will you prove that linear parametric function is estimable? So of course, to prove that linear parametric function is estimable is that lambda dash is a row vector of x, or you can say that lambda dash is equal to lambda dash h. It's a linear combination of rows of x. So we can obtain the lambda dash beta is the estimable parametric function, but it does not give the guarantee that whatever the estimate of the parametric functions we can obtain, it is unique. Okay, so note करके the definition of estimability. Guarantee only the existence of the existence of at least one unbiased estimate of estimable parametric function. At least one unbiased estimate of an estimable parametric function. So why we can say that we can get at least one unbiased estimate of parameters? Because definition of a estimability of the parametric function. A linear parametric function lambda dash beta is said to be estimable if there exists a linear function of observation whose expected value is identically equal to lambda dash beta. So by that definition, we can say that estimability gives the guarantee that there exists at least one unbiased estimator of linear parametric function. It does not give explicitly give a method of obtaining it. Nor nor does it say that it is the best estimator. Estimators by some best criteria, by best means, okay, by best estimate of lambda of lambda dash beta, we mean a linear function of observation that is unbiased for lambda dash beta and has the smallest variance among all such unbiased among all such linear unbiased estimators. So what it's saying that you can find whether the given function is estimable or not. So of course you have a definition of estimability of parametric functions. Of course you have a simultaneously two necessary and sufficient condition will give the idea that whether the given parametric function is estimable or not. But this definition of estimability does not explicitly give a method of obtaining it. That means what is the unbiased estimator of parameters? It does not give any method. It is simply saying that there exists an unbiased estimator whose expected value is identical to lambda dash beta, then we say that lambda dash beta is estimable. But it does not give that what is the form of such estimator. Also, it does not tell whether the given estimator is a best or not. So when we say that, what do you mean by the best? So by best estimate of lambda dash beta, we mean a linear function of observation which is unbiased for lambda dash beta and has the smallest variance among all such linear unbiased estimators. So it is kind of that you have a class of unbiased estimators among for the lambda dash beta, among them which unbiased estimator has the smallest variance. So that unbiased estimator is said to be a best linear unbiased estimator for a lambda dash beta. So that is how the definition of a blue came. Best linear unbiased estimator. That is called BLUE, best linear unbiased estimator. Okay. A linear function, so definition of BLUE, a linear function say b dash y of the observation y. तो y कहाँ पे है in the model? 2.1. What is 2.1? Y is equal to x beta plus epsilon. So a linear function of observation b dash y of the observation y in the model is said to be BLUE, that is best linear unbiased estimator of parametric function lambda dash beta if it is unbiased for lambda dash beta and its variance is the smallest among all linear unbiased estimators of lambda dash beta. So what is the definition say? A linear function, say b dash y, of the observation y. What is y? So y is defined in the model. Y is equal to x beta plus epsilon, where y is observed. Okay. So is said to be blue of parametric function lambda dash beta. Whom we say blue? B dash y. B dash y is said to be a blue of parametric function lambda dash beta if it is unbiased for lambda dash beta and its variance of b dash y is smallest among all linear unbiased estimators of lambda dash beta. So suppose you have some class of linear unbiased estimators for a lambda dash beta, and if you find out the variance of b dash y, so it is the smaller among the all unbiased estimator of lambda dash beta, then we say that lambda dash beta, sorry, b dash y is blue of lambda dash beta. So that means to prove any linear function of observation is said to be blue, you require to prove two things. One is it is unbiased, and second one is it has the smallest variance among the class of all unbiased estimator of a lambda dash beta. Any questions up to this, anyone? So estimability does not give the guarantee to obtain the blue of lambda dash beta, and therefore the Gauss and Markov has given the method to obtain the blue of any linear parametric functions lambda dash beta. So we will prove the Gauss and Markov theorem. Sometimes it is known as a Markov, sometimes people are writing it as a Markov. Both are same. Gauss-Markov theorem. So what is the application of Gauss-Markov theorem? This theorem extremely important in theory of general linear models. Theory of the general linear model. Because it provides method of obtaining blue of any estimable parametric function. Lambda dash beta in model 2.1. So why Gauss-Markov theorem is important? Because it gives the guarantee that lambda dash beta, if it is a estimable parametric function, then there exists a blue, and it is giving the method of obtaining the blue of estimable parametric functions. So now we will give the statement of this theorem, and then we talk about the proof. Sometimes in examination we may ask, state and prove Gauss-Markov theorem. So you have to write the statement. Statement contains 1 mark. For the model, what is the model? Y is equal to x beta plus epsilon. Expectation of epsilon is 0. Variance of epsilon is sigma square in, where y is observed, x is known, beta and sigma square are unknown parameters. W of, so this is about the model 2.1. W of an estimable linear parametric function estimable linear parametric function lambda dash beta, where lambda is known, is lambda dash beta cap. So what is the blue of lambda dash beta? It is a lambda dash beta cap, where beta cap be any solution of normal equation so what is the solution of normal equation? Normal equations क्या है normal equation? It is the x dash y is equal to x dash x beta cap. Beta cap be any solution of the normal equations, and how this obtained? Which are obtained by minimizing the quantity y minus x beta transpose y minus x beta with respect to unknown beta. So this is the statement. What is the statement? Suppose if we talk about the model y is equal to x beta plus epsilon, where expectation of epsilon is 0, variance of epsilon is sigma square in, y is observed, x is observed, x is known, beta and sigma square are unknown parameters. The blue of estimable parametric function lambda dash beta, where lambda is known. What is the blue of lambda dash beta? It is a lambda dash beta cap. So wherever the parameters, just substitute their estimate. Beta cap be any, what is the beta cap? The beta cap be any solution of the normal equations x dash y is equal to x dash x beta. So how you normal equation you obtain? So which are obtained by minimizing the quantity y minus x beta transpose y minus x beta with respect to unknown beta. Okay. So this is a statement. So what it is given in the statement? The lambda dash beta is a estimable parametric function and lambda dash beta cap is a blue. So that we wish to say that lambda dash beta cap is a blue, which we wish to prove. What it is given? It is given that lambda dash beta is a estimable parametric function. So by using this, we will start proving the theorem. It is observed that, or it is given that lambda dash beta cap is an unbiased estimator of lambda dash beta. Why? Because it is saying that lambda dash beta cap is a blue. So we said that, let us say lambda dash beta cap is an unbiased estimator of a lambda dash. Okay. Thus, it is unbiased, therefore it is eligible for blue. Thus, it is eligible for blue. So we have given that expected value of lambda dash beta cap. So what is the value of beta cap? Beta cap, we know that it is a solution of some normal equations. So we know that beta cap equal to s bar x dash y. Okay, this we know. So just we take the constant. Sorry, lambda dash s bar x dash is a constant, so it is outside of expectation. So we will have a expected value of y. But what is the expected value of y? Lambda dash s bar x dash. Expected value of y is x beta. Y, so we know that expected value of y is equal to expected value of x beta plus epsilon, and expected value of x beta is a constant, so it is x beta, and expected value of epsilon is 0, so it is a x beta. So now is equal to lambda dash s bar s beta. Why? Because s equal to x dash x. And what is s bar s? So we can write it is a lambda dash h beta. Why? Because h is equal to s bar s. And what is the lambda dash h? So that is equal to lambda dash beta. Why equal to this? Because we have given that lambda dash beta cap is unbiased for lambda dash beta. Okay, so this we have obtained by deriving up to this, and then we substitute expected value of lambda dash beta cap is, so it is unbiased for lambda dash beta. So I can write it is a lambda dash beta. So by this I can write it is a lambda dash equal to lambda dash h, and this is nothing but it is a necessary and sufficient condition for lambda dash beta to be estimable, which show that lambda dash beta is an estimable parametric function. And lambda dash beta cap is an unbiased estimator of lambda dash beta. Okay, so what we obtain, we say that, let us say lambda dash beta cap is unbiased estimator of a lambda dash beta, so thus it is a estimable for blue. तो यहाँ से आप ऐसे इसको पकड़िए, यहाँ से let us take that lambda dash beta is a estimable parametric function. Okay, so we wish to show that lambda dash beta cap is an unbiased estimator for lambda dash beta, so that it is eligible for blue. तो यहाँ पे, यहाँ से शुरू करो. It is given that lambda dash beta is an estimable पैरामेट्रिक फंक्शन. और एस्टिमेबल पैरामेट्रिक फंक्शन है तो आप lambda dash इक्वल टू lambda dash h जानते हैं. ओके, तो वी कैन प्रूव दैट lambda dash beta cap is unbiased for lambda dash beta. आप वैसे भी जा सकते हैं, या आपको दिया है कि lambda dash beta is unbiased in estimable parametric function in blue is lambda dash beta cap. तो ब्लू बनने के लिए फर्स्ट यू हैव टू प्रूव दैट इट इज unbiased for lambda dash beta. So that is what we have proved, and then we have to show that. तो यहाँ पे लिखो, therefore it is observed that okay, so that is, ये ऑब्जर्व हमने किया, इट इज अनबायस्ड एस्टिमेटर ऑफ ए lambda dash beta. So now to prove that lambda dash beta cap is a blue, हमने क्या कर दिया, अनबायस्ड ऐसा प्रूव कर दिया. नाउ वी विश टू शो दैट द वेरिएंस ऑफ lambda dash beta cap is actually a minimum among the all other unbiased estimator of a lambda dash beta. So what happen, we will show that the variance of lambda dash beta cap is less than or equal to variance of some other unbiased estimator of a lambda dash beta. It remains to prove variance of lambda dash beta cap is not larger than that of any unbiased estimator of okay. So we wish to show that the variance of lambda beta beta is the smaller than the any other unbiased estimator of a lambda dash beta. So for that we have to take another unbiased estimator of lambda dash beta. Let u dash y be any other unbiased estimator of lambda dash beta. Therefore, expected value of u dash y is equal to u dash is constant, expected value of y. So expected value of y is x beta, but that is nothing but it is given as lambda dash beta, because we said that u dash y be any other unbiased estimator of beta. So which implies you can write the coefficient of beta is u dash x, and here it is a lambda dash. So we can say that lambda dash is equal to u dash x. So this is we obtain. So now we wish to prove the variance. We wish to show that variance of lambda dash beta cap is smaller than the variance of u dash y. U dash y be any other unbiased estimator. Okay, and we wish to show that variance of lambda dash beta cap is smaller than the variance of u dash y. So let u dash y can be written as u dash y minus lambda dash beta cap plus lambda dash beta cap. Can we write? We can just subtract and we can add lambda dash beta cap. Therefore, variance of u dash y can be written as variance of u dash y minus lambda dash beta cap plus lambda dash beta cap. So if we simplify this, we take this term as this 2 as a single term and this is the another term. So we can write it as a variance of u dash y minus lambda dash beta cap plus variance of lambda dash beta cap plus twice of covariance between u dash y minus lambda dash beta cap and lambda dash beta cap. Suppose if we say this is a star. So first we find out the covariance. Covariance of lambda u dash y minus lambda dash beta cap lambda dash beta cap. So we substitute the estimated value of this. It is covariance of u dash y. What is the estimate of beta cap? It is a s bar x dash y lambda dash s bar x dash y. Why? Because we know that beta cap equal to s bar x dash y. Okay. So if you take the y as a common from this, We can write it is a u dash minus lambda dash s bar x dash and y here and here. So of course it is coming in the back side outside, and this is a, what is that? It is a lambda s dash s bar x dash y. So suppose if you write this as a, let us say this is a dash y into b dash y. We know that if you write it is a vector a dash y and b dash y. I am here using capital because already small. Okay, you can use this small anyhow. A dash y and b dash y. So what is that? It is a dash as it is covariance of yy and b. तो यहाँ पे हम इसको a dash कहेंगे जिसको b dash का, तो हमें क्या मिलेगा? दिस इज ए u dash minus lambda dash s bar x dash as it is. This is a covariance of yy and this is a b dash. तो राइट हैंड साइड में क्या पीछे क्या आएगा? द ट्रांसपोज इट इज a lambda dash s bar x dash transpose. Okay, so you will get this. Now what you will get? Where covariance of yy is nothing but it is a variance of y. So it is a u dash minus lambda dash s bar x dash. This is the variance of y. This is a, if you take the transpose of this, so it is a x s bar dash and lambda. But what is the variance of y? It is a sigma square in. So can we write it is a u dash minus lambda dash s bar x dash sigma square in, and this is the x s bar dash lambda. So which implies, because sigma square is constant, it is outside, and in is identity matrix. If you multiply this with identity, you will get the same. So what happens? And if you take this x side x bar lambda dash inside, so what will you get? It is a u dash x s bar dash lambda minus lambda dash s bar x dash, and of course this is a x s bar dash lambda. So what is the u dash x? We have already proved u dash x equal to lambda dash. So we will substitute u dash x by lambda dash, and here, so let us solve this again. So what was the term? Last term was a, I'll writing that again, the term sigma square. It is a u dash x equal to, I can write lambda dash. So it is a lambda dash s bar dash lambda. Okay, and what will you write about this? What is this? It is a s bar x dash x is equal to s, and this is s bar transpose. So I can write it as a minus lambda dash s bar s bar transpose lambda. Why? Because I have substitute lambda dash equal to u dash x, and I substitute the x dash x equal to s. Now this is as good as lambda dash s bar dash lambda. What about this? This is lambda dash. Now I am keeping s bar as. What about this? Can I write it as a h transpose lambda? Why? Because H transpose is equal to S bar S transpose is equal to S transpose S bar transpose, but S is a symmetric, so it is a SS bar transpose. So that is I have written about this. I have written it. So I can write this as a sigma square lambda dash S bar dash lambda minus lambda dash S bar. This is a lambda dash H transpose. ओके, यहाँ पे कुछ मिस्टेक हुई अपनी अंदर ले जाने में. अच्छा, इसको ऐसे रखने की जगह पे ऐसे रखो. लेट अस स्किप दिस. इसको ये जो है ना, इसको हम ऐसे रखते हैं. इसको एज इट इज रखो. इसको हम रखते हैं लेमडा डैश एच इक्वल टू लेमडा डैश. तो लेट मी राइट दिस, अदरवाइज वो जीरो नहीं आएगा. तो आई जस्ट फ्रॉम दिस, इसको मैं क्या लिखा, सिग्मा स्क्वायर, दिस इज ए लेमडा डैश एस बार डैश लेमडा, यहाँ पे दिस इज लेमडा डैश एच एस बार डैश लेमडा. So what is lambda dash h? That is nothing but the lambda dash h equal to lambda dash s bar dash lambda. So what happened? This quantity is same, so it is a zero. So covariance between u dash y minus lambda dash s bar lambda dash beta cap and lambda dash beta cap is zero. So substitute this into the equation 2 star into the star. Substitute covariance of lambda dash beta cap, sorry, covariance of u dash y minus lambda dash beta cap lambda dash beta cap equal to 0 in star, we get what we get? We get variance of u dash y is equal to variance of u dash y minus lambda dash beta cap plus variance of lambda dash beta cap. Okay, is that fine? So because we say that the variance can be never negative, it may be 0 or it may be greater than 0. Since variance of u dash y minus lambda dash beta cap is greater than or equal to 0, so therefore we say that this part is actually larger because it is the sum of these two quantity. Therefore variance of lambda dash beta cap is less than or equal to variance of u dash y, which show that lambda dash beta cap has smallest variance among all unbiased estimator of lambda dash beta. ओके, तो यहाँ पे आपने ये प्रूव कर दिया, हेंस द रिजल्ट. तो रिजल्ट क्या हुआ? lambda dash beta cap is a blue of lambda dash beta. Why it is a blue of lambda dash beta? Because lambda dash beta cap is unbiased estimator for lambda dash beta, and further we show that the variance of lambda dash beta cap is smaller than the variance of all other unbiased estimator of a lambda dash beta. So now we have a corollary from that. Corollary means result from the theorem. Prove that the blue of estimable parametric function is unique. Prove that the blue of estimable parametric function is unique. So how to prove this? From the Gauss-Markov theorem, so here the equality sign hold. When we say it is unique, when we say that the variance of lambda dash beta cap equal to variance of u dash y, and when we say that they are equal, when variance of u dash y minus lambda dash beta cap equal to 0. From the Gauss-Markov theorem, equality sign holds if and only if variance of u dash y minus lambda dash beta cap is equal to 0. So that, which implies, if you just simplify this variance, so you can write it as the expected value of u dash y minus lambda dash beta cap whole square minus expected value of u dash y minus lambda dash beta cap whole square, and that is equal to 0. But we know that what is the mean of expected value of u dash y? This quantity expected value of this is expected value of u dash y minus expected value of lambda dash beta cap, and this is the lambda dash beta, this is also lambda dash beta. So this is the 0. So which implies we get this expected value of u dash y minus lambda dash beta cap square equal to 0. So what it means? This is equal to 0. So when you say that the quantity in expectation is 0, that means the probability that u dash y minus lambda dash beta cap square is equal to 0 is 1, which implies the probability that u dash y minus lambda dash beta cap equal to 0 is 1. because if you take square root both sides, तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ, which implies probability that u dash y is equal to lambda dash beta cap. Why? Because if you take this quantity in right hand side, it is 0, it is 1. So it is saying that if the blue exists, lambda dash beta cube is a blue, then it is a unique. No other unbiased estimators you can obtain. Therefore, the blue of estimable parametric function is unique. Okay. So Gauss-Markov theorem is give the method to obtain the blue, and further it show that so whatever the blue you are obtaining, it is a unique. So we'll have a note from this two things. The Gauss-Markov theorem provides very convenient method of obtaining blue of any estimable parametric function lambda dash beta. So how it gives the methods? Obtain any solution beta cap of the normal equation x dash y is equal to x dash x beta cap for beta okay, get the obtain any solution of beta cap for the normal equation x dash y is equal to x dash x beta cap and substitute. इसको सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे बीटा कैप, सब्स्टिट्यूट इट किसकी जगह पे, फॉर बीटा इन पैरामेट्रिक फंक्शन to get its blue. So if I wish to find out the blue of lambda dash beta cap, so what it's saying that find out the solution beta cap for any normal equation x dash y is equal to x beta cap, and wherever you obtain the parameter substitute beta cap by beta, so you will get the blue. So that means what is the blue of lambda dash beta, and blue of lambda dash beta is, तो बीटा की जगह पे उसका पैरामीटर सब्स्टिट्यूट करो lambda dash beta cap. Any questions up to this? एनीवन?
जी सर।
बोलिए। क्वेश्चन है या नहीं? हाँ बोला या ना बोला?
नहीं है सर।
नहीं है, अच्छा मैंने समझा कि है। ठीक है। Okay. So once we obtain the blue, I am interested to find out the variance of a blue. Okay. So we'll talk about the variance and covariance of blue. What is blue? Blue is nothing but best linear unbiased estimator. किसका है? Some linear parametric function. Okay, before obtaining the variance covariance of blue, we know that variance of epsilon is sigma square in. Therefore, variance of y is a linear function of epsilon. It is a variance of y is also a sigma square in. Now, variance of beta cap. What is beta cap? It is a s bar x dash y. So, s bar x dash variance of y क्या आएगा? S bar x dash transpose. Why? Because variance of ay is nothing but a variance of y a transpose. So it is a S bar x transpose. This is a variance of y is a sigma square in. This is a x S bar transpose. So sigma square is outside. It is a S bar x transpose x S bar transpose. So you will get sigma square S bar S S bar transpose. Okay. So it should be noted that this we know S S bar S equal to S. But it does not mean S bar S S bar equal to S bar. This we know that if S bar is a G inverse of S, we can write S S bar S equal to S. But it doesn't mean that we can write S bar S equal to S bar. Also, we cannot write S bar transpose is equal to S bar. Okay. हम जानते हैं S transpose is equal to S. Why? Because S is a symmetric matrix. But it doesn't mean that their G inverse is symmetric. If it is a regular inverse, of course it is a symmetric matrix. And if it is a regular, so you can write S inverse S equal to S, and S inverse S inverse equal to S inverse, and S inverse transpose equal to S inverse. But it is not true for the G inverse. So it does not mean that S bar S equal to S bar, and also S bar transpose equal to S bar, not necessary. तो इसका अर्थ क्या हुआ? it does not equal to sigma square s bar. जबकि आपने variance of b cap when it is a full rank model, you have obtained that variance of beta cap is equal to sigma square x dash x inverse, or x dash x equal to s. So you wrote for a full rank model variance of beta cap equal to sigma square s inverse, but that is not true for the non full rank model. Okay. So what happened to the blue? तो ब्लू की बात कर रहे हैं. लेट लैम्बडा डैश बीटा कैप बी एनी ब्लू ऑफ lambda dash beta. Therefore, variance of lambda dash beta cap is equal to lambda dash variance of beta cap lambda. But what is the variance of lambda dash beta cap? आगे निकालो ना. It is a sigma square s bar s transpose lambda. ऐसा निकालो ना. It is a s bar transpose into sigma square. Sigma square बाहर ले लो. It is a lambda dash s bar transpose lambda. इसको आप ऐसे लिख सकते हैं सिग्मा स्क्वायर लैम्बडा डैश एस बार एस एस इक्वल टू एच एस बार डैश लैम्बडा. इसको आप ऐसे लिख सकते हैं सिग्मा स्क्वायर लैम्बडा डैश एस बार ट्रांसपोज लैम्बडा. बिकॉज लैम्बडा डैश बीटा इज एस्टिमेबल. ठीक है. तो ये आपको मिला. दिस इज वन इक्वेशन स्टार. नाउ another way, variance of lambda dash beta cap is equal to lambda dash variance of beta cap lambda. So this I can write the same up to this quantity. It is sigma square lambda dash s bar transpose lambda. इसकी जगह पे क्या लिख सकते हैं सिग्मा स्क्वायर lambda dash s bar. This is s bar transpose, so I can write it as h transpose lambda, and this is nothing but sigma square lambda dash s bar. This is lambda dash h transpose, and that is equal to sigma square lambda dash s bar lambda. Why? Because lambda dash h equal to lambda dash h equal to s bar s. तो यहाँ पे क्या आएगा lambda dash h. इसका यहाँ पे ट्रांसपोज लिखो. So you will get sigma square lambda dash s bar lambda. So equation 2. Now you can say that variance of lambda dash beta cap equal to equation star is giving this and 2 star is giving this. So from comparing 1 and 2 you can say that s bar transpose equal to s bar transpose inverse dash equal to s bar. From star and 2 star s bar transpose equal to s bar. ठीक है. तो इसका मतलब जो आगे बोल रहे थे कि s bar dash is s bar is not s bar. Okay. And variance of beta cap is not a sigma square s bar. But यहाँ पे आप देखो, so when you find out the variance of the blue at that time, variance of s bar as this variance of beta cap is nothing but it is working as a S bar sigma square, and S bar transpose is equal to S bar. So from that we can say a knot. S bar sigma square or S bar dash sigma square act as the variance covariance of matrix of variance covariance of beta cap if and only it if and only if we use it for finding variance covariance of blue. Of an estimable parametric function. Okay. So variance of beta cap can work as a S bar sigma square or S bar dash sigma square if and only if we use it to find the variance covariance of a blue of any estimable parametric function. Otherwise, you cannot write variance of beta cap equal to S bar sigma square or S bar dash sigma square. Any questions? Anyone up to this? So what we have seen, we have proved the another necessary and sufficient condition for parametric functions to be estimable, that is lambda dash equal to lambda dash h, and to prove that we have first prove x equal to xh. If you prove that x equal to xh, then only then you are in that position to prove the lambda dash equal to lambda dash h as a estimable parametric function by using the previous result that lambda dash beta is estimable if lambda dash is a linear function of a rows vector of x. Then we say that the estimability is just giving the idea whether the given parametric function is estimable or not. It is just saying that there exists some linear function of observation which is unbiased to parametric function, but it does not give any guarantee to obtain that linear parametric function. Further, it does not say that whether that estimate is the best or not. So when we say that best, it means that which has the smallest variance among the class of all linear unbiased estimators. So therefore, the concept of a blue came, a linear function of observation b dash y of the model 2.1 is said to be blue of some parametric function lambda dash beta if it is unbiased for lambda dash beta and its variance is the smallest among all linear unbiased estimator of lambda dash beta. So of course, we wish to go for a method which can help you to obtain the blue of a linear parametric functions. So Gauss-Markov theorem is a kind of a theorem which is giving the guarantee that if blue exists, then it is unique, and it is giving the method to obtain the blue. So what the Gauss-Markov theorem statement is saying that for the model y is equal to x beta plus epsilon, where expectation of epsilon is 0 and variance of epsilon is sigma square in, y is observed, x is known, beta and sigma square are unknown, parameters, the blue of estimable linear parametric function lambda dash beta is lambda dash beta cap, where beta cap be any solution of the normal equation x dash y is equal to x dash x beta cap, which are obtained by minimizing the quantity y minus x beta transpose y minus x beta for unknown beta. So of course it is given that the lambda dash beta is estimable. So there exists a an unbiased estimator. So let's say that lambda dash beta cap is unbiased estimator of a lambda dash beta. So just by solving that, we show that the lambda dash beta cap is unbiased for lambda dash beta. So now to show that which has the smallest variance, so we consider some another unbiased estimator u dash y, which is unbiased for lambda dash beta. By just equating with the lambda dash beta and solving, you can get the lambda dash equal to u dash x. So what I just subtracted the lambda dash beta cap from the u dash y and added, and then find out the variance of u dash y. So it is the variance of two individual quantity plus covariance. So now I have proved that the covariance between the u dash y minus lambda dash beta cap and lambda dash beta cap is 0. And then substitute into the equation star, I got that variance of u dash y is equal to variance of u dash y minus lambda dash beta cap plus variance of lambda dash beta cap. But because we know that the variance is always greater than or equal to 0. So if I'm saying that variance of u dash y minus lambda dash beta cap is greater than or equal to 0, so of course the variance of u dash y is a sum of two positive quantities. So we say that variance of lambda dash beta cap is less than or equal to variance of u dash y. It means lambda dash cap beta is unbiased, and which has the smallest variance among the all unbiased estimator of lambda dash beta, and lambda dash beta cap is a blue. So if the blue exists, then I say that it is a unique. So there is a corollary from the Gauss-Markov theorem that if the blue exists, then it is a unique. So how this uniqueness you can prove? You can say that variance of u dash y and variance of lambda dash beta cap are equal, provided that variance of u dash y minus lambda dash beta cap is 0. So by using that and solving that, I show that the provariance of u dash probability of u dash y is equal to lambda dash beta cap equal to 1. So we show that the lambda dash beta cap and the u dash y are same. So it is a u dash, the blue is a unique. And so how the Gauss is giving the method to obtain the blue of the estimable parametric function lambda dash beta. The Gauss say that wherever the parameters beta, you try to substitute beta by its estimate beta cap, where beta cap is any solution of a normal equation x dash y is equal to x dash x beta cap, it is giving the blue. So the blue of lambda dash beta is lambda dash beta cap. So then we find out the variance of beta cap. The variance of beta cap we obtain, it is a sigma square s bar s s bar dash, which is not equal to sigma square s bar. Why? Because s bar s bar is not necessary, it is s bar, and s bar transpose is not necessary s bar, and therefore variance of beta cap cannot be written as a sigma square s bar for a non-full rank model. For full rank models, you can write sigma square into s inverse. So when you find out the variance covariance of a blue, so you observe that the variance of lambda dash beta cap is nothing but sigma square lambda dash s bar dash lambda, and variance of lambda dash beta cap is sigma square lambda dash s bar lambda. By comparing the equation star and 2 star, you say that s bar transpose equal to s bar, and by looking at the equation 2 star, you can say that the variance of beta act as a either sigma square s bar or sigma square s dash square. But it act if and only if you are finding the variance covariance of the blue of any estimable parametric